Welcome. YouTube is up. Let's go. I'm waiting on Facebook, and we're gonna get started. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I've been doing good, but I've been saying I'm not gonna hold y'all. Hey, Facebook. Welcome to the Balance Millennium Monday. It is the last Monday of September, y'all. We are about to enter October. Um, and I'm excited. I'm excited for this last quarter. Last quarter, y'all. We are in Q4. We wrapping this shit up. We are wrapping 2024 up, whether you want to or not, whether you're ready or not. We are wrapping it up. So let's get into it because, again, I said I was not going to hold y'all, and I meant that. So I'm putting it 20, 25 minutes max. All right. So, of course, we've been talking about overthinking, y'all. We've been talking about overthinking, and we've been talking about all the different reasons why you're overthinking, all the different ways to overcome overthinking, all the different ways you can turn overthinking into your personal superpower. So today I want to talk about 5 tools that you can use for your overthinking because I've been talking about y'all problems all month. So I got to wrap up the month with some solutions. So we're going to dive right on into it. All right. So 5 effective tools that help millennials make confident decisions when you are overthinking. The first one is going to be journaling. Y'all should already know. I was going to say that. Okay, y'all should have already known I was going to say that. The first thing you should be doing is journaling. The reason why I'm so big about journaling is because there are so many times when you're overthinking about something and you start journaling about it, you start writing it down, you start asking yourself questions, and then you realize the thing that you're overthinking is not the actual issue. It's not the actual problem. It's not the actual action that needs to be taken. It's all the things before and all the things after. So I've been telling y'all one of the things that I was overthinking was applying to finish my master's program. Y'all, I got 2 semesters of my master's left. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, that first semester of internship kicked my ass so bad that I just didn't go back. I have never felt burnout like that in my life. Ever in my life, because I was still working. I had my son. I actually had a lot of shifts and changes with my son. Actually became a single parent during that time. So it was so much going on, like in my personal life. I was working. I had this caseload of clients. It was a lot. And it kicked my ass so bad. So thank God for my supervisor. Shout out to my supervisor because she was so supportive. She was so helpful. She really is the only reason why I made it through that semester. She was so mad when I told her I was like taking a break. I was like, girl, this wore me out. But in this process of journaling, what it helped me figure out was that it wasn't the act of applying to the program that was stressing me out. It was the fact that the actual work it took to do well in the program stressed me out so bad that I didn't want to deal with that again. But reality is reality. It's just going to be like that. It's just going to be like that. I have 2 semesters of internship left, and I have 2 tests to take. So I have to take the test for the program to pass the program, and I have to take a test to become licensed. So of course, a lot of studying. Not only do I have to take those 2 tests, I still have to work full time because your girl is the breadwinner. So I still have to work. I still have to I have a caseload, so I'm still going to have clients that I'm counseling, progress notes, intakes, treatment plans, all the things, hosting psychoeducational classes, hosting group coaching, which I love. I love group coaching. So all the things still. And honestly, that's the part that was stressful for me. But journaling is what helped me realize what was like holding me back from applying. And I did it. I applied. I finished my application last week. I actually need to check on it tonight. I'm going to check on it tonight after the live because I actually need to check and see if they updated my status yet because I'm ready. I'm like, it's 2 semesters. It's 2 semesters of pure stressful hell. But once I'm done, it's just going to be like 3 more years of pure stressful hell to become licensed. So, hey, you do what you got to do to get to the end goal, So that's the first tool. The first tool is going to be journaling. Of course, you can get the Visionary Journal off of Amazon. Type in Visionary Journal and Keandra Ware. You can get that copy off of Amazon. So the Visionary Journal has shadow work prompts in there as well, which I'm going to talk about shadow work at the end, because y'all know I got 31 days of shadow work series that starts tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. All right, so that's the first tool. The first tool to help you with overthinking is journaling, because you need to get these thoughts out of your head and you need to get them on paper. You need to get the feelings out of your body and you need to get them on paper. And this way, once you journal this out, what's going to happen is you'll be able to have a clear idea of what's even going on in your mind for real. Hey, Erica. All right, so number two. Number two is going to be a decision-making matrix. Now, I know I tell you how to get out the matrix all the time. This one time, I'm telling you how to get in the matrix, okay? So a decision-making matrix. So this tool is going to help you evaluate your options based on specific criteria. So from your journaling, when I'm saying journaling, for me, that's a brain dump. So that's like when you're getting all the thoughts, all the feelings, everything just out of your mind and on paper so you can detach it from your body, right? So with this decision-making matrix, you are going to assign weights to each criteria, and you're going to visualize which option aligns best with your priorities. Now, when I am doing a brain dump with clients, that is one of the things that we do during a brain dump, is that I help you get everything out of your mind. I help you organize it into categories, and then I help you decide what do you have the energy to focus on right now. Because a lot of times when you're overthinking, it's because you're hyper focused on J when you have not done ABC yet. So you're hyper for you. So I got to get J done. J has to get done. Whole time ABC looking at you like, okay, so what about me? You doing all that and ain't did me yet. You know what I'm saying? So you have to start having a clear understanding of where to start. And a lot of times the reason why you're overthinking is because you don't know where to start. So definitely book a balanced pathway planning session if you don't know where to start, because that's what's going to help you become clear about where to start and what action steps you can actually take right now. Because again, if you're focused on J and you haven't done ABC, you're going to stress yourself out. You're going to overwhelm yourself. You're going to burn out before you can even actually get to J. So that decision-making matrix. So list your options out, score each option. The one with the highest score is going to be where you focus your attention on. Because again, I'm not in the business of focusing on 5, 10, 15, 20 different things at one time. Even like, no lie, right before this live, I had to clean the living room up because your girl is not experiencing seasonal depression this year, okay? Seasonal depression is not kicking my ass this year. And I have learned that the best way to make sure seasonal depression does not kick my ass is by getting up, making myself look good, because I did my hair. Doing something to my face, putting on clothes. So those are the things that I'm doing to make sure that I don't experience seasonal depression, at least at a point where it keeps me in the house for days and things like that. So when I was cleaning up, I was like scattered a little bit, like, oh, let me do this. And then I was like, nope, I'm going to clean the couch off first. Then I'm going to clean the table. Then I'm going to clean the floor. So that's what a decision matrix is going to help you with. A decision making matrix is going to help you with. It's going to help you become very clear about where you need to actually put your energy at and focus at right there and then. Again, if you are struggling with that and you're not sure where to start, please book a balanced pathway planning session. If you DM me balance from this live, I'll give you $100 off the session. But you have to DM me from the live and you have to book within 48 hours. All right, number 3. So number 3 is mind mapping. So mind mapping is so helpful. This is a tool that's going to help you organize your thoughts and explore the connections between the ideas. Sometimes you feel overwhelmed and you're overthinking because you're not connecting the dots. Like even me, like I said, cleaning the living room, that example. I know the whole living room has to be clean, right? The whole living room has to be clean. But I also know that if I clean off the couches, the whole living room looks more presentable. And then I can clean off the table. Now the table's clean. And then I clean off the floor. Now the living room is clean. So sometimes y'all are trying to attack too many things at once, when in reality, you need to be breaking it down and seeing how these things connect. Even I went upstairs after I cleaned the living room and I was like, you know what? I'm going to clean all the bathrooms tomorrow because there's 3 bathrooms in my house. I was like, I'm going to clean all the bathrooms tomorrow. So for me, I like to break cleaning down this way in my head. So with the mind map, this tool is going to help you organize your thoughts and explore the connections between the ideas, and it can reduce overwhelm because you're going to be breaking down complex decisions into manageable parts. So instead of me saying I'm going to clean my entire house today, I'm more so saying I'm going to clean all the bathrooms tomorrow. Living room is clean. Kitchen's already clean. I'm going to clean my bedroom is clean. Rich's room is clean. Only thing that's not clean now are the bathrooms. So I'm going to clean all the bathrooms tomorrow. So again, in a balanced pathway planning session, this is what we do. We do all of these steps together. So that way you can have a clear idea of how you can actually reach the goal that you say that you want to reach. Because when you are doing this work, and this is one of the reasons why I'm big on get a coach. Get a coach. Get a coach when it comes to stuff like this. Get a therapist when it comes to trauma. And I say that because when you are the one doing all the work yourself, you miss things. You miss pieces. You miss important steps because you're only working at your knowledge level of what's going on. And you're only working at your understanding of what's going on. Someone on the outside of your experience, someone on the outside of your feelings, someone on the outside of your journey can give you a glimpse into things you're not even aware of. Which for me, shout out to my therapist, because my therapist does it all the time. I'll be like, oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, I didn't think about it like that. And those are the kind of transformations I like to have with my clients too, where it's like, oh, I love when they say, well, I didn't think of it like that. I didn't see it like that. Oh, well, I can see it that way. I like that because that's the whole point in me being your coach, is the fact that I am expanding the way that you think about things. I'm expanding the way that you see things in your life. I'm expanding the way that you experience your emotions and your feelings and the people around you and yourself. I know, Erica, I love it. Erica said, I said it all the time. Erica definitely would say it all the time because y'all, no lie, I love fire sign clients mainly because I am so different. I'm so different than a fire sign, which you wouldn't be able to tell if you were like a close friend of mine, because I am very fiery. But I am very different than a fire sign. And so there are things that I will see as a water sign and as a heavy earth placement that a fire sign misses sometimes, because fire signs are all about action. Like fire signs are like, I'm doing. Fuck all that planning. Fuck all that talking about it. I'm doing. Now, me as a water sign and me as a heavy earth placement, I have a Virgo Venus. I have a Capricorn moon. I have very important earth placements. I'm about planning. I like to plan. I'm not, if it's spontaneous, it has to make sense. Word to my Capricorn moon. If it is spontaneous, it has to make sense. But I like a plan. I like to know what's going on. And so that's where when I have fire sign clients, I get to help them with that balance, because it's like, yes, do, but do after we plan. So, because fire signs are going to do it. Like anytime I've ever worked with a fire sign client, anything we talk about in session, that next session, they're already like, oh yeah, this is what I did. But like even with Erica, I remember Erica would come back excited to tell me about her highs and lows because she's doing the work. Like when you're doing the work, because y'all know that's my question. That's my first question at the beginning of a session. What are your highs and lows? And so when you're doing the work, you are excited to talk about those things. That's why I like fire sign clients too, because they've energy is big. I like big energy. Shout out to my Scorpio placements. But I like big energy. And I like people who do the work, because if you're not going to do the work, I'm not going to make you waste your time. I'm not going to make you waste your money. I'm not going to refund you. But once we are done with this, whatever session package it is, I just won't sign you again, because if you're not going to do the work, that doesn't reflect well on me. It doesn't reflect well on you, and it's pointless. So yeah, I love the idea of a mind map, because you have to start understanding where your energy needs to go right here, right now. You have to start understanding that. And that is one of the things that we do in the Balanced Pathway Planning session is I'm going to show you where you should be focused your energy on right then and there. Thank you, Erica. Erica said it's well worth it. Yes. I'm telling you, I don't be bragging a lot about like client transformation, but I remember even the first time I worked with clients and I did free. I did 10 clients for free. My very first time working with clients, I want to say 3 years ago. So 3 years ago. 10 clients for free. I think by the time I finished, I had like, because I did fire a few of them. I think I fired about 2 or 3. Because if you're not going to do the work, if you're going to keep rescheduling sessions, if you're going to keep canceling sessions, we're not aligned. And I don't want either one of us wasting our time. So I think by the end, I had like 6 sessions. And I would say out of those 6 clients, 3 to 4 of them are living a completely different life now than they were 3 years ago. When it comes to their confidence levels, when it comes to their ability to plan things in their own life. I remember I had one client who really wanted to like sell hair. She really wanted to sell wigs, actually. Like she would buy the bundles, make a wig, sell wigs. And I remember she sold her very first wig as my client. I was like, yes, yes, because I'm about action. I am about action. Like in this line of work, I don't do therapy. Like you are going to get healing because I am a healer. That's just who I am, what I do. But in this line of work, I don't do therapy. I'm only doing coaching. So I'm about action. And I like working with clients who are about action. So love that. All right. So that was number 3. Number 4 is the 10-10-10 rule. Love the 10-10-10 rule. Sometimes this is what brings me back to earth. So this technique is going to encourage you to consider the impact of your decision over 3 time frames. Is this going to matter in 10 minutes? Is it going to matter in 10 months? Is it going to matter in 10 years? You're going to ask yourself how you feel about this decision in each of those time frames, and that is going to help you come back to reality. Because when you're overthinking, I tell y'all all the time, overthinking is not a present trait. That's not a trait of someone who is present. Excuse me. That's not a trait of someone who is present and in the moment. Someone who is overthinking is constantly focused on the past, or they're constantly focused on the future. So when you are overthinking, asking yourself this question helps you come back to the present. Because a lot of stuff is not going to matter in 10 minutes. A lot of stuff is not going to matter in 10 months. A lot of stuff is not going to matter in 10 years. When you think about sending that man that long ass text message, is he going to give a fuck in 10 minutes? Is he going to give a fuck in 10 months? Is he going to give a fuck in 10 years? Okay. Ask yourself that question, decent or men. When you're thinking about taking this job offer, right, and you keep overthinking about it, is this job going to change your life in 10 minutes? Is this job going to change your life in 10 months? Is this job going to change your life in 10 years? So start using the 10-10-10 rule in order to have a clear idea of if this is even worth your time to think about. I remember telling y'all in one of the past lives that when you're using overthinking as your superpower, when you're overthinking about something, it's because you're passionate as fuck about it. It's super important to you. It's super, the emotions that you feel from it are super big in your body. You're very passionate about it. You're very energetic about it. It drives you, even good or bad. It's driving you. It's pushing you, right? You want to use that energy for shit that matters. Use that energy for shit that matters. Because when it doesn't matter and you're using all that energy to overthink, what's going to end up happening is the shit that does matter gets put on a back burner, and now 10 minutes has gone by. 10 months has gone by. 10 years has gone by. And the things that actually matter have, like, even specifically in my situation when it came to my master's program, I haven't been in school in 2 years, right? But it's to the point where it's like, spiritually, my coaching business is not going to grow until I'm also a licensed therapist. Like, that's what Spirit told me. That's what Spirit has said. I've done all the investing. I've done all the investing. I've done all the work. I've done all the inner work. I've done all the showing up. I've done all the things. And Spirit was like, girl, until you go get that license, you're not going to get what you want. So moments like that is where the 10-10-10 rule comes in, because it's been 2 years for me. right? Imagine had I just took one semester off and then kept going. I'd be done already. I probably have maybe 1.5 years towards licensure at this point, right? Where it's like now when I think about this goal, thank you, Erica. Now when I think about this goal, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be very important for me in 10 months. This is going to be very important for me in 10 years. So this is a decision that I have to make now, because in 10 months and in 10 years, that is going to change the trajectory of my life. That is going to change the trajectory of my business. That is going to change my credibility, my authenticity, how I show up online. All of those things are going to change once I become a licensed counselor. So use the 10-10-10 rule to start asking yourself, is it going to matter in these, even like the simplest things that you're overthinking? Lunch, right? You've been overthinking lunch all morning at work to the point where you ain't even hungry. Okay. But if you just make the decision, 10 minutes have gone by and now you've ordered your food. Or 10 minutes have gone by and now you've already decided. So you think about something else. Now you done moved on to the next thought. You done moved on to the next feeling. Erica said did that. Exactly. I do that sometimes too, where I think about what I want to eat for so long, I done lost my appetite. Now I got to wait a couple hours. So use the 10-10-10 rule to help you come back to reality, because when you're overthinking, you're in the future or you're in the past, but you're not in the present. The 10-10-10 rule is going to make you ask yourself, does this matter? Will this matter in 10 minutes? Will it matter in 10 months? Will it matter in 10 years? Now I know the drama queens and kings out there are going to watch this and be like, yes, it matters. It all matters. Everything matters. It does not. I'm not going to hold your hand. It is not. It is not. It does not all matter. It does not all matter. And this is another reason why you need to book a balanced pathway planning session, because if you're someone who believes that it all matters, then you definitely need some clarity about what your top 3 core values are, because it all doesn't matter. It all doesn't matter. It does not. It does not. There are plenty of things that you can make a decision about right then and there and be done. Yes, Erica definitely booked her session. I'm looking forward to it. Erica booked her session for the Balanced Pathway Planning session. Again, if you DM me the word balance, I give you $100 off the session. That'll make the session $97. And then real quick, let me just give you a few details about the session. So the Balanced Pathway Planning session, it's an 1.5 hour long session, but it's split into 2. So you're going to get 1 hour where we work together. And it's kind of like a Q&A session. I'm going to be asking you some questions. You're going to be giving me some answers. I'm going to create a balanced pathway plan for you. I'm going to email you the balanced pathway plan. And then you have a 30-minute session, which you can book anywhere between 2 weeks to 4 weeks after that session. And that's where we're going to review the plan. Is it working? What actions have you taken? What steps do we need to revise? What do you need to do different? So those kind of things. So that's how the session works. And it is so helpful. It is so helpful, because once you have clarity about the next steps, it's easy to take them. Because a lot of times you're not taking the next steps and you're overthinking the next steps because you just don't know what the steps are. You're running around like a chicken with his head cut off because you don't know what the next steps are. But when you have a clear plan, even if the plan does not go exactly, that's one of the reasons why you have that 30-minute session to book within 2 to 4 weeks after. Because sometimes the plan that we create, because we're going to collab on this plan, this is not me telling you what to do with your life, because I'm not living your day-to-day life. This is a collaboration. All I'm going to do is formally organize the plan and send it to you. And you'll get the recording, you'll get the notes, all that kind of stuff. But it's so helpful, because if you're running around with like a chicken with his head cut off, you're missing out on opportunities that you could take and actions that you could take that could change your life right now. A lot of times when you're confused about the next step, you don't see clearly what you could be doing right now. Like I actually had someone that was interested in working with me recently. And one of the issues that she was having was that she felt stuck because she's still married, but she wants a divorce from her husband. But because he's not going forward with the divorce, and that's a struggle for her. She feels lost and stuck. So I simply asked her, what can you do right now? And the first thing that she said was like, I want to do this divorce. Like, I'll feel freer after I'm divorced. I'll feel like I have more power over my life again. Because when you're married and she wants to go back to school. When you're married and you want to go back to school, you have to use your spouse's information for FAFSA. When you're married and you're filling out paperwork and documents, you have to include your spouse in those things. And so that's one of the reasons why she felt so stuck. If she felt like she couldn't make any decisions because she's still heavily tied to her husband. So that's one of the things that we talked about is, okay, what steps do you need to take to do this step? Because of course, divorcing someone is not just about signing a piece of paper and moving on. I thought it was. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I did my dad's divorce with his first wife. I printed them papers out, filled them papers out. They signed them, got them notarized, was at the courthouse. They were divorced. So I guess the issue becomes when someone won't just agree to the divorce. That's where the complications come in. And that was the situation she was having. So when you're in those situations, it helps to have somebody on the outside to help you see clearly about what steps you can actually take right now. And that's what the Balanced Pathway Planning session is going to do. Erica said, yes, best decision of my life. Yes, because Erica came in right before divorce too. And she did that. She did that. We had it was a lot of anxiety, a lot of overthinking about hey, Jonah. It was a lot of anxiety, a lot of overthinking about the outcome of the divorce. But Erica did that, y'all. Erica did the work. Erica showed up. Somebody else didn't show up, but I ain't gonna tell nobody business. But yeah, so let me real quick, because I told y'all 5. So I'm gonna go over the first 4 real quick, and then I'm gonna throw the 5th one in, because y'all know I gotta plug what I got going on. It wouldn't be right if I don't plug what I got going on. All right, so again, here are 5 effective tools that can help millennials make confident decisions when overthinking. The first one is journaling. Y'all know I'm gonna say journaling every single time. Get the Visionary Journal off of Amazon. Type in Visionary Journal, Keandra Ware. Get the Visionary Journal off of Amazon. Make sure you're journaling your thoughts, journaling your emotions, journaling your ideas. I remember we had a live maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago where we talked about the difference between overthinking and intuition. When you have that random thought that pops into your mind, that random idea, go write it down. Go write it down. Don't think that you're finna remember it, because you're not. Don't think that it's gonna pop up for you again. Spirit don't work like that. Spirit said, I told you what I told you when I was feeling it, and you should have wrote it down. Okay. Number 2 is a decision-making matrix. So you want to make sure that you have a place for you to write down all of the criteria that's important for you when it comes to making the decision. If you're applying for a new job, what's your base salary? If you're applying for a new job, is it remote or is it in person? I know some people prefer in person. I'm not going back in nobody's office. When you're applying for a new job, what is the criteria for this job, right? When you're looking for new friends, what is the criteria for these friendships? When you are looking for a new partner, you want some more romance, what is the criteria for this romantic partner? Thank you, Jonah. When you are looking for a new home, what is the criteria for this home? You need to have a decision-making matrix, and you need to decide what's most important on that matrix, because you're going to score all of these things and you're going to decide what's most important. The third one is mind mapping, right? So now you have this decision-making matrix. Now you want to organize this stuff. What things did you write in this decision-making matrix that go together, right? So maybe the number of bedrooms, right? You're looking for a new house. Maybe you have this idea where you want 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, right? That goes together. Connect them. Those aren't separate ideas. So you want to start using the mind mapping to organize and connect any ideas that go together. A really good thing for mind mapping, and I wish that I could pull my board up, but y'all not going to be able to see it. I hate that I can't. I go in my teacher bag sometimes. I'll be wanting to write on my dry erase board. But when you're mind mapping, if you start with the main decision at the center and then you draw out all the related ideas on the outside, that's going to really help you make a decision at the end of the day, because you are going to have a clear idea of all the pieces that are attached to this decision. All right, number four is the 10-10-10 rule. You need to start asking yourself, how are you going to feel about this decision in 10 minutes? How are you going to feel about this decision in 10 months? And how are you going to feel about this decision in 10 years? Okay? You need to start asking yourself these questions. And again, in the Balanced Pathway Planning session, we go over these things. We map all this stuff out. I'm going to help you get out of this space of overthinking, and you're going to have a clear plan for you to follow, a clear actionable plan for you to follow. This not theoretical. This not what if this happens, then we do this. No. Based on the reality of your situation right now, you're going to create a plan that you can follow, so that way by whatever the goal is, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, by that time, you hit that goal. Okay? Now, number five, because I didn't give y'all number 5 yet, and I'm definitely going over time, so my bad. Let me hurry up. So number 5 is the 31 Days of Shadow Work series. So the 31 Days of Shadow Work series begins tomorrow, y'all. I'm dropping a video every day for the entire month of October because it's spooky season, and that's my favorite season. Spooky season is the only holiday I like outside of my birthday. And so there is a 31 Days of Shadow Work series. So this series is going to be perfect for you if you are constantly overthinking and doubting your decision. If you are constantly in this cycle of fear, of guilt, of shame, if you constantly feel like you're not connecting with your people, and you're not connecting with the experiences that make you feel alive and that make you feel like you're showing up as your authentic self, then this series is going to be perfect for you. So it's 31 days of shadow work. That means every single day there's a different prompt. So in my YouTube videos, because you have to subscribe on YouTube to see the whole video, I'm going to post the prompt every day on TikTok, but it's probably going to be like a short clip or just the prompt by itself. But I want you to watch the videos because I'm answering the questions too. I'm going along this journey with y'all. And so each day with the prompt, I'm going to tell you what the prompt is, explain why I chose this prompt, what this prompt is for, and then I'm going to answer the prompt myself. So y'all get to get in my business a little bit. So if you ever wanted to get in my business a little bit, this is your chance to do it. And I don't give that many chances to get in my business. Big Scorpio energy, very private. So this gives you a chance not only to connect with yourself, but to connect with me as well, and to just learn more about me, and while you're learning more about yourself as well. So if you're interested in joining the 31 Days of Shadow Work series, you don't have to do nothing extra. Just go to YouTube, subscribe so that you can get notifications when I post videos. But you don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to join the email list. You don't have to do anything special. Just go on YouTube, okay? And watch the videos. I would love for you to like, share, subscribe, comment. Join the Facebook, the Balanced Millennial Facebook group as well, because that'll be the space. Because a lot of times people don't do shadow work because there's not a safe space to do that. So some people have had experiences where they've written in journals, written in diaries, and somebody read it. Violation of privacy. There have been times where somebody has shared deep personal secrets with someone else, and then they share it. When you have those kind of privacy violations and intimate violations, because I see those as intimate violations, it's hard for you to go on these shadow work journeys and dive deeper into yourself, because you get scared that someone is going to use this information against you. So that's why I want you to join the Balanced Millennial Facebook group, because that's going to be a safe space for you to share your experience throughout this series. If you have any questions, please DM me. Again, if you DM me the word balance, I'll give you $100 off the Balanced Pathway Planning session. That'll make that session $97. I don't thank y'all for joining me because I went over, so I'm going to let y'all go. Thank y'all for joining me. I will be back next Monday per usual. So for the month of October, though, whatever my shadow work prompt is on Mondays, that's what we're going to be discussing. And again, our focus is still overthinking. That is my main focus in my business, is helping millennials with overthinking, because you need to turn it into your superpower. You need to turn it into the skill that you use to overcome challenges. So again, thank y'all for joining me. DM me the word balance if you want $100 off the Balance Pathway Planning session. You got to book it in 48 hours for the code to be valid. Subscribe on YouTube. My name on YouTube is Keandra Ware, same as on TikTok. So subscribe on YouTube so you can get notifications of the 31 Days of Shadow Work series. The first video is actually going to be posted at midnight. So we're starting right at midnight. And I hope to see y'all. I hope to see y'all next week, as well as I hope to see y'all on YouTube, enjoying the videos, on the Facebook group, The Balanced Millennial. Join me. I know y'all can't get enough of me. Just come on and join. Thank y'all for joining me, and I will see y'all again next Monday.
Really?
Rich, you over there hating a little bit?
Yeah.